Hello and welcome to Phakaaathi TV. I am your host, Khaya Ndubane. With me in the studio today, I have Tshepo Ntsoelengoe, our analyst. Today on our Monday review, we focus on the ABSA Premiership games that took place this past weekend. There was also a CAF Champions League quarter-final second leg game between Mamelodi Sundowns and Al Ahly. Our analyst will talk about those games. Tshepo, what were your impressions about this weekend's game?
Sure, Braki. I mean, the biggest talking points, after this weekend is to be, Paris taking the lead at the top. They are now 6 points clear at the top of the ABSA Premiership, which is very good for them after beating Three Sisters 2-1. Very interesting match, very entertaining. Paris again were once dominant, but they missed a lot of chances. But, I think it's good for them and for their fans that they are now 6 points clear at the top. Another interesting match has to be between Maritzburg United and Highlands. Maritzburg United are really in danger of getting to the NFD after that 1-0 loss carries of a Peter Shalile goal. I think it's a huge blow for KZN football, and should Maritzburg United be relegated to the NFD, they are a very good side. I mean, looking at the fact that last season they did very well, and this season they just drop below par. It's not very good, for them. Another match, the biggest talking point for this weekend is to be, what happened in Bloemfontein in between Bloemfontein Celtic and Cape Town City. I mean, fans disrupting the game to ending up that the referee has to call off the game. It's a really huge blow for South African football. I mean, people spend money to go there. Cape Town City spend money to travel to Cape Town, to Bloemfontein to play that match. We all know that Celtic have problems. Issues in the boardroom, have been the talking points, throughout the season. I mean, again, we know that we are struggling with money, and now if the PSL are going to find them guilty of, what happened during that game, they're going to be fined, and it's going to cost them money, which we don't have, Okay, so it's really something that we don't need in our football. And as Phakaaathi, I don't think we condone such incidents to happen. I mean, when football fans are angry with a club or have issues they want to talk to talk with the club, we have to make some ways to solve those issues. I mean, there are offices in Bloemfontein whereby they can go there and raise their issues with the management of the team. So as Phakaaathi, I don't think we condone such incidents to happen in our football. And again, the biggest talking point has to be, Mamelodi Sundowns making South Africa very proud. 5-1 aggregate against Al Ahly. It was a really big game for them. I mean, from the start of from the game, the match was very tense. Okay, you can tell that Al Ahly wanted to win. I mean, like within 15 seconds they are already on attack. But Sundowns held their own and they stood their ground. They played very well. They defended very well. They didn't play their normal football, as the Sundowns have. That we know that they played, exchanging passes and all that. They stood their ground. They made sure that Al Ahly don't score much. They scored only one goal, winning 1-0. But at the end of the day, Sundowns went through to the semi-finals with a 5-1 aggregate.
Let me also join in and also congratulate Mamelodi Sundowns on behalf of Phakaaathi for reaching the semis of the CAF Champions League. Talking about Sundowns, they are back in the ABSA Premiership, Tshepo. They are facing SuperSports United in the Tshwane Derby this coming Wednesday. A huge game for them.
Game indeed, but like I said, Pirates are at the top with 6 points clear. But again, to Sundowns' positive, side is that they are 3 games behind. SuperSport United haven't really had a very good season like the team that we know. They had a roller coaster season, which they have been lacking when it comes to consistency. Sundowns have been doing quite well, and I mean, we know that Sundowns has a very, very good squad, and they've been away from playing the domestic league for quite some time. But I think they can take their form of playing CAF Champions League to the PSL back again. I mean, they do want to win the league as well. I mean, winning the league is one of their ambitions, and if they could win the league and go on to win the CAF Champions League, it's going to be very huge for them. So this is going to be a very massive game for them against SuperSport. But again, as I said, SuperSport hasn't been really consistent. But when it comes to the Pretoria Derby, it's a very different football. It's very tense game, and it's going to be very entertaining. So we'll see who will prevail in this one.
Stats do favor Mamelodi Sundowns. going into this game against SuperSport United. But like I said on Friday, when we were talking about the KZN derby, stars counts for nothing when it comes to a derby. As usual, you can have your say on today's topic or any other football-related matter on our social media pages. On Twitter, it's at Phakaaathi, Facebook, Phakaaathi. Until next time, enjoy the beautiful game.